okay? So when I do my first follow-up, I'll remind you, I'll ask you, did you get a chance to register the ACA? And if you haven't, there's still plenty of time to do that, so that you can take advantage of the additional 5 years,
Okay.
okay? All right.
Additional 5 years if we register.
If you register. So right now, what comes with the home is 2 years with us, with the builder, and 3 years on the parts with the manufacturer. So if you register, it adds another 5 years to the manufacturer.
Okay.
But the builder's is only the first 3 years.
Okay.
All right, last thing I'm gonna do before we get started is I'm gonna go ahead and go over the emergency items that we consider an emergency after you've closed the home. So if you wanna write this number down on your phone,
Write
be a
it
good
down.
idea. 210,
So that's the emergency contact number.
yes, KB Home Emergency.
210.
308 1441.
1441.
Yeah. Okay. So you call that number if it's after 5 o'clock during the week. If it happens to be a weekend like right now, or if it's a holiday and we're not working. Like that's this past Monday was Memorial Day.
Okay.
Alright, so if one of these 7 things happen, one of them will go away after the 30 days are up. Then you call that number. If these things happen in the middle of the day, or like say at 10 o'clock in the morning on any time during the day, during the week, then you just contact me. Okay? So if you experience lots of air, lots of heat, your AC, your heat's not working, that would be an emergency.
Okay.
If you have a flood in your home due to a roof leak, if you have a flood in your home due to a plumbing leak, now the house has to be flooded. So when I go through the orientation, I'll show you, like if you have a little leak, I'll show you where to shut off the
valve.
water and stuff. Okay.
Okay.
If you have like a roof leak, then you can contain it with with a trash can or something like that. But we've had plenty of rain and we haven't had any water. So
True.
Should be good. And I'll So I'm gonna start again. So if you experience loss of heat, if you have a flood in your home due to a roof leak, if you have a flood in your home due to a plumbing leak, if you don't have no electricity but your neighbors do, okay? If you don't have hot water,
Yeah.
if you don't have water coming to the home, and the last thing is if all 3 toilets are stopped up. Now that's only
Okay.
gonna be again for the first 30 days. Once the 30 days are up, then that warranty is gonna expire because that's a plumber's warranty. Okay, so you'll be left with those six things that you can contact us.
Okay.
If you have, say for example, if that outlet's not working, well, that's not an emergency. We'll still take care of it, but it'll have to be your regular business.
Okay.
Okay? Alrighty. Any questions so far?
So far it's good.
Okay,
Yeah.
alright. Well, let me go ahead and go through my spiel here in the kitchen. Once I get done, I'll let you know what concerns you've got. Anything that's not cosmetic will go on this walkthrough form. Anything that's cosmetic will be blue ticked. Okay? All right. So I'm gonna go ahead and start right here. So before you connect the ice maker line to the refrigerator strip, we recommend that you bring some water out of that line. Okay? The purpose
Yeah,
of
I
that is so
think-
that you don't get no dirty water, no dirty ice. Okay? And it's got a little retainer clip right here, the little green one. You see it?
Yeah.
Actually, I'm sorry, blue right here. That's the little blue clip.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You just pull that out, and then this right here. You just push it in, that's how you turn it on. I'll show you here in a second underneath the sink.
Okay, that's the shut off valve.
Yeah, so let's just say you come home one day and there's water on the floor from the refrigerator. Well, then you slide it out and then just pull that out, and then it'll
Okay.
stop the water from going. If
Okay.
it's leaking from the
Yeah.
from the little tube.
Yeah.
It's out, and then it's not gonna stop the water.
Okay.
Okay. All right. On the cabinets, we flip these over for you guys. So if you decide to raise them over the shelves right here,
We can do
you want to
that.
make sure that the clips get put in the same way you found them. If you put,
Okay.
you'll need like 3 hands. You have to push the little lever in there, and then the other person pushes this up. Once you remove from here, then you can take it out from there pretty easy. And then you can either lower them or raise them. You do so just go on these little holes there.
Yeah.
And just make sure that the clips get put in the same way you found them, because if you put them upside down, the shelf will still sit in place right here. But if you notice, this is a little bit thinner than this, and so when you put weight, it may collapse. Okay, and that's something that we won't warranty.
Okay.
All right. So GFCI stands for ground fault check interrupter. We have them in all the wet areas, kitchen, bathrooms, garage, and the exterior outlets, okay?
Yeah.
So let's just say you use the blender, and you have some water on here, and your cord has a little nick that you're not aware of, it makes contact with the water, it should trip the breaker.
Okay.
In the garage. Okay, when we get to the garage, I'll show you where the breakers are at, okay? And the vent hood, this right here, it'll go through there, and then it'll have like
Goes up.
the brake plate will be on the outside. When we get to the outside, I'll show you those. Okay. When you first start using these, when you first start using these, they'll have like a funny smell. It's going to be the enamel that's on the burners.
Yeah.
Okay. Once you start using them, and that smell will start to go away, because then this will start getting some wear. Okay. You smell it already?
Yeah.
That's something.
I really smell it a
That
little
smell right
bit.
there. Okay. So, but that'll when you as you use them, you know that'll go away. Okay. And they'll be out here on Monday to
Change. I
to-
think
well,
I
not
even
to
saw
change.
it like from far away. There's a dent
What's
here
that?
too. Like if you look at from here, like this one,
There's what?
there's
Oh,
a
I see, I
dent.
see,
Yeah.
I see, right
Oh, there is right
There's
there.
a dent. Yeah. When
Okay.
you
Well, when the
slide
guy comes,
over there,
I'll have him order this part as well.
Yeah.
I'll have him order this part as well. So let me just check the other cabinets. Everything was good on here.
Yeah.
The only thing that was, the only one that was not, when we had to reverse those doors over there.
Yeah.
Cabinets.
I think cabinet
Okay,
looks really
so this would be its own switch right here, okay?
good. Yeah.
And this
We
is
saw
the
that.
disposal right here.
The water filter will be
The water system will be installed this week.
okay.
Now it's not going to be. You're not going to be able to start using it right away.
Yeah.
They'll leave like a number, like a blue stop sign on there.
Uh-huh.
They'll have a number, and then you just call that number, and they'll come and connect it for
And
you.
connected.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the testing.
All right. So I was telling you, sir, that so every shut off, every faucet has its own shut off. So let's just say you have a leak here, let's just say it's closed, but it's still dripping like that.
Yeah.
As far as it goes, and of course, if that happens, you care for 2 years. Okay.
Okay.
So, or if you have a leak and it's going inside the cabinet, you want to go ahead and shut it off. So, what you do, these are these shut-off valves. These right here, you just pull on it. See how the water
so
stops?
that valve.
Yeah.
Okay, now I saw
And
it.
then you can still use the other side. Okay?
Oh.
Once we fix it, then you just push in, and you're back in business.
Okay.
So hot, cold. This is the one for the dishwasher. So if there's a leak in the dishwasher,
Just
you just pull this out.
pull it out.
Okay?
Okay.
This key right here is for the disposal. It goes right in here in the middle, and you manually turn the blades if something gets stuck in there.
Okay.
Okay?
Oh, so it's easy.
And then you also have a reset button underneath here, right here. Right here. Let me see. Okay, it's on this side. So over here you have the reset button.
Okay.
So in case that you turn on the switch and nothing's happening, like,
Sorry.
and always try the reset button first.
Yeah.
Okay. This right here is the clean out. So in case the sink happens to get stopped up, we'll get this removed. We'll have a plumber run a snake through there to clean the line out. Okay? Again, 2 years
2
of
years
that.
of that.
Okay. Any questions underneath there?
Yeah, so far
You
it's
said which one was hot?
The left side.
the left side, yeah.
That's going to be throughout the house. Left is hot, right is cold. Okay.
Okay.
And if you feel the water hot. All right. So that's in here in the kitchen. So do you have any concerns? Other than I'm gonna go ahead and take this.
Actually, for this right here, this one, like at the top, it should close kind of like these ones do.
Okay. I got you. Y'all see? I see this kind of like a little failure.
I think the rest are okay. Yeah, there's a scorpion.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Look
It
at
looks
that.
like it's live or what?
Dang. Yeah, that is a lot.
Oh, there's a whirlpool.
The thing is,
Yep.
do you have any do you ever get scorpions in your house?
Yeah. Not,
But that's normal, right?
yeah, especially if you're gonna have,
But they don't come in the house, right?
Go
That,
upstairs like in the carpet where we can't really see them.
well, it's hard to say. I mean,
Hard to say.
it's hard to say, yeah. But I mean,
yeah.
That thing was definitely still alive.
Yeah. It was crazy how it's still alive.
Yeah.
okay, so do we have anything else here? That we need to, I don't see any paint items in here as well. That we need to take
Yeah,
care of?
I think so far it's good here. Only those ones that.
Okay, so let me go, here, let's go up to the dining room next. Well, what I'm gonna do in the dining room, is, I don't have anything to talk about other than we're gonna look for cosmetic items, okay? But before we move on, I'm still
The
working on
light.
this switch right here. No,
Yeah.
that one is for this right here.
This one?
Yeah, right there.
Oh wow.
So you,
for
that's
what?
called a three-way. So if you go over there to the entry, you'll be able to turn it off from over there too.
Yeah.
Yeah, go there, you can turn it off from over there too.
So yeah, I saw this when there's no on and off. It means that there's a.
Yeah.
It's like a
Oh, yeah.
three-way. Check the other ones, Panola.
Well, they were working on it yesterday. No, this is
Oh yeah.
It's this one.
Yeah, those are for the outside, and remember, one of those switches is for those,
Holiday lights.
Pay for.
The holiday lights.
Yeah.
So, wait, so that one turns
So
this.
turn it down there.
Yeah.
It's the same as when you go up the stairs, that would be, that's why
Yeah.
it doesn't have an on and off. switch,
Yeah.
okay? But I was asking about the
Yeah,
switch over here.
that should be different.
So do you have preference of where you want the switch at?
I think anywhere or here, as long as it's.
I was telling the electrician yesterday, we could probably do, you know, maybe like over here.
Okay.
Or we can try to do here and then if, because it sounds like we have solid wood here. and solid
Could
wood
you almost
here.
just do like what you have over there, just on this side, like two of them, or?
No, I think if we can use the same box and then we'll just do what we call a dual switch.
Yeah,
These-
true,
these-
dual
these-
switch.
These will be
Yeah.
sideways.
Yeah, true.
This-
I think that
this-
can be
That
fine.
way we can use the same box.
Yeah.
If once we open it, if we can put a separate box like
Uh-huh.
over there, then we can do that, you know, but if not, we'll have to use this one box and
Okay.
move over here.
Like two switches
So this is where
inside.
you prefer that?
Yeah, we prefer it there. Yeah.
Okay, so again, we're gonna have to do some drywall damage.
It's
to get
okay.
that.
Yeah, because in the
We'll-
first place it should be like separate actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then, you know, so we'll have to open up some drywall there, but we'll get that repaired, okay?
Okay.
All right, so do you have any concerns here in the kitchen, in the dining room?
Yeah. I just have a question. Like, it feels like the paint, it's totally different. Like, you can see there,
Yes.
it's there an yeah.
Yeah, so right there, we have like a cutoff point,
Yeah.
okay? So from that point on, it's flat, from this point on is, we do all the wet areas, will be done, if you feel it, this little bit, shiny, this is flat.
Oh yeah, true. Now I
It's a
see
little bit
that.
rough and stuff, okay? Now, the only thing though, let me get them to paint it to where it's straight, because right now it kind of goes to an angle, see it?
Yeah.
But that's gonna be the breaking point, the dividing line for the paint.
Because if it's shiny, it's because of the wet
If it's
area.
shiny, we put them in the wet areas. So wherever, like in the bathrooms, below the shelf in the laundry room, right here in the pantry.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so when we get to the factory, I'll show it to you again.
Okay,
And then
so
rest
that's
of
the
house is gonna be,
explanation.
Flat,
Okay.
okay? All right, so do you have anything else that we need to address here in the,
I think in the living room we're okay.
okay?
Yeah.
So we'll go over there next.
Yeah. I know this is like a popcorn style of like thing. How can we make it smooth?
Monterey brand, huh?
How can we make it smooth or
A lot of
if
work,
it,
man.
huh?
A lot of work.
A lot of work?
Oh, yeah. It's, I mean, it's a lot of elbow work.
Yeah, because if you want
You
to,
would have to sand it down completely.
Uh-huh.
Actually, the best way to do it would be to float over it with some joint compound. And
okay.
To float it, and then, you know, you'll have to skim coat it a lot of times until you kind of make it smooth.
The smooth one, okay.
It's-
Because I don't think you can put wallpaper on this one.
You know what? You might want to check because I had a homeowner tell me not too long ago that you can.
You can?
You might want to check, yeah.
Yeah?
Because I told her that, I said, and she goes, oh, there's a.
Yeah, granules, yeah.
You might want to look into, you know, because if you're gonna do the wallpaper like that, you need it smooth. You're gonna have to kind of go, float it a lot of times.
Yeah, true.
You know. Okay.
So maybe this, because this looks like it's like this, and then it kind of ends here. I don't know. This right here.
Or I think it's
What
the
are we
paint.
looking at now?
So like this, it looks different. So this is like this, and then it kind of comes in here.
Oh, okay, where it looks like maybe needs a little bit
Yeah,
more.
like fill it in
Yeah,
more or
yeah,
something.
Yeah, I got you. Okay.
So that's good.
Now, you're gonna have some of these are called
The stop
hinge
doors.
stop bumpers, okay?
Okay.
We put these up on the hinges where we can put it on the bottom, like on the front door, that one will stop up to here, but this one, since you have a wall, so you gotta be real careful that you're aware that that's there because the door will open up right there only, okay? If you forget and you.
You
push
slam,
the little
yeah.
door,
Break it.
you'll put a hole through the door, because all the
Yeah.
interior doors are hollow. The only solid wall we have is just around the perimeter of the door, it's about
Okay.
1 inch. You can adjust this to how far you want the door to open. Okay, if you move this, like for example, if you move it
Ah,
further
okay.
like this, you'll see that the door is gonna open up more than what it did before. Okay?
So we can just adjust it
Yeah,
ourselves.
you can, so I'm gonna just open it as much as I can. So you can, before hitting it, that should be pretty good right there.
Okay, yeah, true.
Did you check there, sir?
Yeah, we check this one here.
Okay.
I wish there's a light here.
No,
Yeah.
the only place we put a light is gonna be in your master closet.
Okay, yeah.
What's called a walk-in closet. Any other coat closet, like this called a coat closet, there's no
There's
lights
no-
that go under, yeah. Okay, everything else here looks good. I think this will be for this, and this other one's gonna be for the fan.
Holiday-
Once
the
you-
fan.
Once you install your fan, this one will turn on that fan.
Okay.
Okay, that's why it's not doing nothing right now. Okay? Something different?
No, I think it's okay. I think it's just this one like that, but I think it's cleanable. And how about this one? Do you think this one as well needs to be filled up?
Yeah. Needs a little bit of caulk.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
And so the door is okay now.
Now, doors replaced.
Ah, nice.
The whole door's in the garage.
And this one is okay too.
That needs to get scraped.
Yeah.
And it needs another coat of paint. Okay?
Okay.
Alright, so let's, so before we go to the pantry, on the smoke stickers, they're all electric, they do have a 9-volt battery as a backup. So in case if the power happens to go out, it's still electric as long as that battery is working.
Okay.
So what the company recommends is if you freshen them up, replace them every 6 months. Personally, I replace them whenever they start chirping, only because that those batteries, as long as the electricity doesn't go out, they're not gonna work. Okay? But the reason is they say you replace them every 6 months because if you're, say for example, it starts to get weak and it's, you know, the battery starts to get weak, and when it gets weak, it'll start beeping, like chirping, okay?
Yeah.
And so if it happens at say 3 o'clock in the morning, probably upset you, With me, I can go to sleep right away, so.
Yeah.
So anyway, so that's why I say that for you, first them up every 6 months, you know? So it's your call, you know, what you wanna do. And also like, like when you, when you change our time, you know, you'll see it on the news.
Yeah.
You know, they'll say, okay, replace your battery, let's go protect it, that kind of thing, so.
Yeah.
That's something that you wanna do, you know, as part of your maintenance. And what I would tell people, is, so you can remember the maintenance, you know, do it when we change our time.
Yeah.
Before I fall back, okay? So before we go upstairs, we'll test the rest of the downstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So right here, this is a good example of the flat and the finish.
Okay,
So this
yeah.
right here is a semi-gloss, which will be washable. So if you happen to get it dirty, just take a damp rag, make sure it's damp, and then the
Okay.
smudge will come off. But on here,
You
don't do
cannot.
that because you're gonna make the problem worse. You're gonna smear it, okay? So this right here, you would have to touch it up.
Okay.
So right here, you have the bumper right there, and then, as you see over there, we have the cutoff as well.
Yeah.
So, but if this gets dirty, then you can't really clean it then?
I mean, you can try, but just don't do this. You
Oh,
just kind of dab it.
spot,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah,
dab
just
it.
dab it. Yeah, because if you do this, then you're gonna smear it. You know.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. On your thermostat, of course, try to keep this little thing on here as long as you can. You know, the little protective cover under. So the thermostat is a core thermostat. So once you've gotten your Wi-Fi connected, you can go on here to the menu and then follow the instructions on there, and you can put it on your Android or
And control it from there.
Control it off your phone or your iPhone. Okay. Now again, 2-year warranty with us on it. 3 years on certain parts, but that's going to be on the compressor and the furnace. Okay, this will just have a 2-year warranty.
Okay.
And then of course don't forget to register. That would be the doorbell. When before we go upstairs, I'll go and ring it, make sure it's working. Okay.
Yeah.
So right here you have the same skills over there. If you turn it off here, you can turn it
Yeah,
on.
we can
from-
turn on
from
there.
over
On that
there.
side,
Okay.
yeah.
So on the powder bath, notice the water level is fairly low. Okay, so 1.6 gallon per flush. So every time you flush your toilet, you're only gonna waste 1.5 gallons of water. What you gotta be real careful with is not to use too much toilet paper. And we're missing your toilet paper, okay? So that'd be one item. So.
Oh, but it's flushable, right? That's why. Yeah.
You want us to put right here, the TP roller?
I think here would be fine.
Over there, you want it?
Yeah.
Okay, you
So
don't think it'd be too?
Behind
you?
I think it's better on the wall, but no.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
I
where
think
Why
it's
don't you,
hiding.
why don't you see it and see where you're comfortable with? I think over here the wall.
Yeah. I think it'd make more sense over
Because
here.
we're gonna put a bidet or something like that.
Yeah, we are, but we should still have it though.
Okay.
I mean, most people use it, so, I mean, we should still
I
have
mean,
it.
if you have comfort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to put it on this side?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
I'll
do you wanna?
Yeah, yeah,
do you
it's
wanna-
okay.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, right here, right here, you know, it's gonna be, you're gonna have to.
It's not, yeah.
Yeah, it's further back. Like
Yeah.
you want it, like right.
Okay, so this right here this is your GFCI,
This-
stands for
yeah,
ground
yeah.
fault circuit interrupter, okay? So this one will control the outlets in the bathrooms.
Okay.
Okay, so if you're in your master bath or a hall bath and then the outlets are working, you come over here and you'll see that light on.
It's
Okay?
reset.
So all you do is reset it. And it'll be
Okay.
working again. Okay?
That's
And
also for
but-
the shaver, right?
What do you shaver?
The like you know, some plugs for the shaver.
Yeah, so any
So the
plugs
light
that-
shows that it's on?
No, the light shows that it's off.
Oh,
So
that's
any
off.
plugs that are in the bathroom,
Uh
this will reset it.
huh. Okay.
Okay, but it's, yeah, so if the lights, so they're not working, you come down here and you'll see that light on. So the light's on, that means it's not working. So you go ahead and just reset it. So that's when you reset it. But you'll also have a breaker into the garage. So when I'll show you the garage. And of course, right here you have your exhaust fan. Okay. Now down here, sir, this black rubber hose that you see there, connected to the drain.
Yes, yeah.
That is the AC drain line. So the
So that's what
when we
they
get up
said.
there to the furnace, I'll show you where that's at,
Okay.
and that comes into that drain, and so the condensation goes into that drain. So if
Yeah.
if
That's
the
why
AC
you said outside that there shouldn't.
well
really
on
be
the
any,
outside that's a secondary. So I'll explain that when
Okay.
I get to that.
Yeah, we have
Okay.
like this in our apartment where they're fixing it because it's dripping.
Okay, yeah,
Yeah.
it's plugged up, yeah.
Yeah.
We should
So
do that.
they suction it because it was dripping from the emergency
Yeah.
thing. So yeah.
Yeah, so I'll show you when we get to the furnace. I'll kind of show you a little bit of maintenance. How to
Okay.
put that segregator in the water. Let's make sure that we got hot water.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll go to the garage when we get done
Yeah.
with the inside of the house. Do we have anything else here in the hallway?
I think this is fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let me get down to the front door and ring that doorbell. Make sure it's working.
Oh yeah.
Now, so let me warn you a little bit about the people coming in. Not coming in, ring doorbell. So once you close the home, it'll be public notice that you're closed, okay? So, don't know that you own this, your home. So you'll have, people coming in trying to sell you all kinds of things, okay? So, there's one particular people that come and try and sell you like a water softener.
Oh, we saw him.
They'll say, hey, I'm here with the builder, I need to test your water. The only time that I'm gonna send somebody over here is gonna be if you ask for service. If you call me and say, hey, Juan, I got low pressure on the powder bath, and you have the plumber come check it out. So I'll tell you when they're gonna come out. So, anybody
Yeah.
else, they're just
We
trying to
don't
sell you
allow.
something, okay?
Up and on, we should be here because we're. Yep. It works so well.
Let me get the cleaner to clean this out. Okay, you ready to go upstairs?
Yep.
Let me grab my clipboard.
Yeah, because there was this one time when we went here, there was someone who came and then gave us a card, and then he said about water softener and security system or something.
Yeah, they'll try to sell you. I can
Yeah.
see there's, the works,
Yeah.
Okay, so turn the light on and then. If you see something, let me know and I'll take it. Okay, so what we'll do here first is we'll go to the laundry room and then we'll catch the rest of the house. So behind here you have your the Omni system. Okay? So we already have the plug in here that we installed.
The extra.
The plug that goes in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
How can we open that? Actually, I
You'll
tried
have to
to.
remove the screws.
The
right
screw?
Here. Yeah, there's only 2 screws right here. You remove it, and then it's kind of like a little hinge to the door. The door will just slide up like this, like a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because we have to put our modem there, or I
The
think
what? Yeah.
the modem
What?
for
what-
internet.
So like when you get Spectrum or AT&T, they'll open
They'll
it up
open it up.
and they'll work on that and stuff. You know?
Okay.
Okay, so these are your connections, sir. Again,
Yeah.
that's the side right code. Okay, so you just put these like right here, and then you put the hose in there, and then don't forget to remove these clips after you connect them,
Yeah.
and then push it in, and it'll turn the water off.
Okay.
Okay, this would be the outlet for the this would be the outlet for the washer. Your clean out, in case this happens to get stopped up, we'll get this removed. Run a stick to there. Your 220 for the dryer, and then your dryer vent connection.
Yeah.
So, being that your dryer is on an interior wall, you want to make sure and do a little bit of maintenance every 6 months, because you got your filter on the dryer. But even with the filter, you'll still manage a little bit of lint will still manage to get past that, and it'll start to get up to about right here. Okay, so what you want to do every 6 months is slide your dryer out, disconnect it from there, and then if you have a shop vac, go ahead and vacuum it out with a shop vac. If you don't, just use your regular hose remover vacuum cleaner
Okay.
and try and get as much lint as you can off of it, okay? Two things, if you notice that your dryer is taking longer to dry, that's a sign that that's getting clogged up. Or if you let it go for 25 years, 30 years, well then it could become a fire hazard because then everything, you know, is clogged
Yeah.
out there and stuff, okay? So every 6 months, just slide it out and do that little maintenance, okay?
Okay.
In here you have your exhaust,
And your vent.
okay? And then the same thing I noticed over there. So meaning that this is a
The
wet
wet.
area, so the water splashes onto here, it's not gonna damage the drywall because you have the washable paint, you know, okay?
So that's why
And
it's
then of
like,
course, this is the GFI, see how
Oh,
this little
it's red.
thing is on? So what you do is just reset it, and you're
It
back in
turns
business,
on,
yeah. That way you can touch up that and then.
yeah.
Okay, let me show you some things in the hall bath now. So here's the hall bath, you have your exhaust. Okay. Hot water. This is your GFCI, so this how this not working, you go downstairs where I showed you and then you push that little button.
Yeah.
Okay, now if you're having to do that all the time, then you
Yep.
need to call me because you know you shouldn't be tripping
Yeah.
all the time.
Most
okay?
of the time, yeah.
Once in a while, like say for example, like the way that was to work is let's just say there's the water here, and you know you have your curling iron, and it's connected, and then all of a sudden your phone rings and you go get your phone and you happen to knock the dryer into there.
Yeah.
Well, that's what it's for. It'll twist it right away. So
Okay.
you get shocked. You know, little safety thing. Okay. So here we did put the TP paper.
Yeah.
Holder. That's right there. So the water level is the same thing. Okay. Now I didn't show you the other one. So, but if showing you about avoiding a lot of toilet paper. But if by chance, you know, you get family or company, and then they're not aware of that, and it stops up. So if the water starts to come up, right away, sir, you just pull on this right here, and you'll hear the water stop. So you know the water stop. Once you take the plunger and get it on stop, you just push it back in place, and you're back in business. And then the water's going on. Okay. These right here, open up like so. Now these are also low flow shower heads. So if for any reason you feel that it's the pressure's not out there, we can get somebody to come check it. But this is like a little water saver shower head. But that's a good flow. Right
Yeah.
there. So.
I think the rod is, we can adjust it, right?
Yeah, we'll get it adjusted to where it's just like, so you just stretch it out like that.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get out of the way and I'll let y'all
Yeah.
check out if you see anything else there.
So, does it take time for the water like to stop whenever,
Yes.
even though you
Yes, so
turn on?
because it's what's in that pipe.
Okay.
So it'll be a while before that because so what it's doing is everything that is all the water that's on the little jets
Okay.
has to come all the way over here. And then, you know, if you kind of notice, up here, there's nothing coming out no more. It's just here at the bottom.
Okay. Yeah,
See,
true.
so as it goes down, you know, then it'll stop.
Okay.
Actually, I noticed this right here. There's a
Yeah, that is normal, sir. That is, none of those are caulked. The manufacturer does not recommend caulk. You're not gonna have water going behind they're kind of like this. So
Okay.
you're not gonna have water there. So you don't have caulking here, you don't have caulking here, and you don't have caulking at the bottom. If you look underneath, all there at the bottom, it's not caulked. It's not supposed to be caulked,
Okay.
okay?
Okay.
Okay, so you wanna check out the little linen closet?
Yeah.
Again, there's like that hinge pump that's there, okay?
So you can just.
Actually, let me see, let me adjust it. This is one of the ones that you had on your
Yeah,
notes.
this is
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
one and this one.
Yeah, I'd be no problem, I take care of it right now.
Oh, still.
Okay, let's put there. Oh, it's a little bit taller. Right there, okay. All right, we'll check this room and then I'll show you all some things in the
Okay.
furnace.
Yeah.
Yeah, here's your smoke detector for this room, and then you'll have one outside the hallway.
Yeah.
This is where the airflow is gonna come out through, but that right there is just a returner vent.
Okay.
So, the only filter that you're gonna have is gonna be the one I'm gonna show you, inside the furnace closet. Everything looks good here. Let's see, you see some that I'm not seeing.
Yeah. I think this one is just.
Let me see.
Or probably it's.
I'll get him to replace that, man.
Yeah.
It's like a little scratch.
Yeah. Sure, it looks nice. How about this one? Some of them are really popping out.
What do you
Like
mean
it
pop
feels
up?
like the popcorn.
Yeah. We'll get them to scrape those off.
Yeah. Cause it's like it's I think it's too much. Like
Yeah, they just need to get scraped.
yeah. Yeah, and this one too. There's like there.
Actually, this one needs to get painted. They scraped this one already.
Oh, okay.
That needs to get painted.
But we have to report as well if ever like there's like accumulation of something, right? Because probably that's from a water in the attic. You think?
Yeah,
No.
you cover for 2 years on any leaks and stuff. You know.
Okay.
But if you do have water, you're gonna have like a soft spot. You'll
Okay.
notice that it'll start to sag
Okay.
because of the weight from the water. So, you know.
You did say that we could go up into the attic. We just can't step on, like, obviously where the
Yeah,
we can
yeah,
step
I'll
on,
open it-
we can
I'll
step
open
on
it
the
up.
wood beams, right?
Well, if you're gonna go down there, yeah, you want to step on the
On the wood.
trusses, on the bottom part of the trusses, yeah.
Okay.
But I'll open it up here before we go to the outside, and then we'll climb up there just as you know as far as we can, and then that way you can see what we got up there.
Okay. Done? Here?
I don't think there's anything
Yeah,
else.
I think it's okay.
So if you want to go that way, and I'm gonna open up this furnace closet so I can show you the maintenance on here. Okay, so right here, this is gonna be where your filter is at. Okay, so the filter.
So that's where we can change
Somebody left
screw.
their drill bit there. So this is the filter for the whole house. Okay.
Yeah.
It's the one that comes with the unit is a 210, which is going to be this one right here.
Okay.
So this Airtron recommends that you replace it after the first 3 months. Okay, and after that, every 6 months. Okay. Now, so when you get around to replacing it, if y'all have asthma or allergy, or if y'all are gonna have pets in the home, they recommend the last one, the 216. Of course, it'll be also more expensive. Okay,
Okay.
because it's gonna be a better filter.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's your call, whatever you want to use. You can just go back with a 210 if you want to. So again, these get replaced every 6 months.
Every
Okay.
6 months.
Yeah.
Okay, but this one you said it's the first one is 3 months.
What they recommend, what Airtron recommends is for the first 3 months. After the first 3 months, replace it, and then after that, every 6 months.
6 months, okay.
Alrighty.
Should
So
we
this-
call them if we want the filter to be changed, or we can
we
just
probably-
buy that
Oh,
in
you
Home
like-
Depot?
You can, but if you're gonna be,
Yeah, I'd probably just go to Home Depot, right?
No, you can't buy them at Home Depot or Lowe's.
You cannot.
Not now. I'm sure in the future you can. You know. So what you do is you just go online and then you'll be
Oh,
able to
order
buy them
it
like
there.
on Amazon.
Okay.
You'll
Yeah.
you'll be paying about maybe $300 for them because they sell them to you in bulk.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not gonna have to buy a filter for 3 or 4 years. You know, 'cause,
Okay.
you know, you're only gonna change them twice a year. So if you get like a pack of 6, that's gonna last you 3 years.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, so right here on this, this is the disconnect for the furnace. So in case
Can I see?
it you will see over here. This is the
No.
disconnect for the furnace. So in case it this is not working, you wanna check, make sure that disconnect is in there tightly. Okay. Again, this is like after your 2 years are up with the builder. Okay. I mean, if something's not working, well then just call us for the
Yes,
first 2
yeah.
years. Okay. This right here is called the bleach spout. Okay. Even though I said bleach, never put any bleach through here. Okay. So what this is for is this right there's a little P trap right here. So when the AC is constantly running and when the temperature is over 100 degrees
Yeah.
and stuff, well then what'll happen is you might have algae build up right here in this little P trap because it has water all the time. So what you
Okay.
want to do as part of the maintenance is put about maybe 10-12 cups of coffee, not coffee, I'm sorry, hot water, like I was gonna say the coffee pot is
Into
about
the
12.
tube here? Or?
Yeah, either or, whatever. Like this right here, you can remove it from here as well. It's just on there. Okay, so if it's easier to put the
pour it in
to
there,
pour it in
yeah.
there, with a might want to get you one of those funnels that have that
Yeah.
that kind
funnel,
of like
yeah.
that flexes. That way you can have it up here, but always put the cap on the one that's higher, like right here. Okay, so if you want to do that once a month during the summer months, when the AC is running all the time. That'll prevent from any algae building up. So what you're doing with the hot water is you're flushing out you're dissolving the algae that might be in there, and so that line right there goes to the powder bath.
Okay.
Okay, the secondary drain line, which is over the entry,
Yeah.
is going to be this one right here.
Okay.
Okay, and I'll show you where that one goes when we close the door.
Okay. Okay, Pino.
Okay, so the primary drain line gets stopped up, then it'll start going to the secondary drain line, which is this one right here. Okay, so it'll go to that pan, and then from that pan it'll go to right here, and this is the one that goes over the front porch.
Oh, okay.
Okay,
So that's the one that goes
this
there.
one right here goes to the powder bath, that rubber hose that I showed you.
The other one.
This one does.
Yeah, this is a primary drain. This is the one that's gonna be dripping all the time. If this one gets clogged up, then the water's gonna come through here, and then go through here and then down there. Now, we have another gadget here that we install. This right here is called the float switch. So what that does is, in case that you fail to do the maintenance that I mentioned, and then water starts to come into this pan right here, and you guys are on vacation, nobody's here. Well, what'll happen as soon as the water, if this happens to get clogged up, as soon as the water hits the bottom of the little float switch, it'll turn off your thermostat so that the water doesn't overflow.
Okay.
Okay. Last thing here is this little control box that's there. That's the pressure vent. So pressure vent is over here over the front porch on the right side. I'll show you when we get to the outside. So on that pressure vent, what that does is they have it set to run anywhere from 20 to 30, anywhere from like say 32 minutes to 45 minutes. And so if you have your AC, let's just say it's a nice day outside, it's a comfortable 65 degrees, and you're like, no, I'm gonna turn my thermostat off. Or even if you have your thermostat at 73, it's not gonna come on because it's 68 degrees and stuff, I mean, inside the house.
Yeah.
Well, but if you hear airflow coming through the vents, it's the fresh air kicking in. So what that does, it draws fresh air from the exterior and circulates it into the home on the vents.
Okay.
Okay. And of course, there's no room here, but avoid any obstructing this vent right here because this is the main returner vent.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so let's go to this room and then, like I say, we'll, finish up in the attic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe you paid for all the rooms to have a double switch.
Yeah, the fan.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what the second one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, everything looks good here?
Mm-hmm. Everything looks good here.
All right, so we'll catch the loft now.
Yeah.
There's kind of like a crack here.
Okay.
Yeah. Like that.
Yeah, paint her off that. Get it painted.
I think this is just the. Oh, this one is broken.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yep. We'll get that replaced.
I was about to get something, but it's from outside.
No way.
I was about to get something, but it's from outside. It's very clear. So. Okay. That goes.
Do we need to mark this or no? Because remember, we're just gonna change the
The color.
The color of it. It's supposed to be like the
Same
color
as the other
last-
room.
as
This
last
is the
room.
only different one.
Yeah.
No, I'll write it
Okay,
down.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's not gonna window in. Okay.
Okay. We're good here. This one has been changed. Let's see.
Okay, so in here we leveled the outlet already.
Yeah.
And we put underneath the
okay.
cabinet as well.
And this
This-
one as well.
This one right here will, I'll get the vendor company to fill in.
Yeah.
So we did this kind of gap because I'm not too sure if you noticed, they put like a little wood shim right here to help this stay in place when they installed it the first time. That's why it's kind of gap on it. So they're gonna get a recall.
There's actually something I wanted to mark.
Okay?
I think this one too, it will be just clean, right?
Yep.
Yeah. And I think this one too. I think by putting it, that's why it got scratched or
The what?
dent a little bit. But
I'll look at it if it's
a lot.
sometimes it just needs to get cleaned,
Yeah.
or it just need to get touched up.
Or probably this one too needs to be like toned down because it's a bit sharp.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree.
Now, one on the other window, the top, can you mark
Okay.
that too? Yeah, right here.
And I think this one too, it has a gap or something. But I think they just need, what do you put like if it's a marble top? It's a marble top. Is it cloth as well? Like this one has like a small gap here.
Yeah, no, that means the painter just copied it.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a tag under.
You want me to turn this on?
Yeah, okay, so let me show you some things in here. Yeah, well, that's fine. So we have caulking, with, just like right here, this is that caulk right here.
Okay.
Okay, so that's where, there's caulking there, but on the bottom, right here, where you got that, let me bend down.
Okay.
So right here, and right there, it's open, there is no caulking that goes on there, but we leave that for a reason. If
No
you-
caulking way.
In
On
this
the, on the
side.
little, where
Yeah.
the shower base kinda has a little indention,
Yeah.
right there.
Yeah.
There's one on the other side too. So if there's any moisture that gets behind the tile or through the grout, you know, the condensation has a way to exit,
Okay.
okay? So that's why we don't caulk those. But now you can go ahead and get the.
Yeah. How about this one? Like this one is okay, right? Without the holes on it?
So those holes are there for a reason.
Uh-huh.
So if water gets into that little, inside the little crack,
Okay.
that's where it's gonna drain.
Okay. So that's like draining it.
And then once you use this, you know, if for any reason, you know, it starts to leak from in there, you know, I mean, you're covered for 1 year on that and stuff, no? But we won't know that until you actually get in there and
Yeah.
start using it.
Using it, yeah, true.
Yeah, we'll go to the master bath closet.
Yeah, I think this one too needs to be. Do you think
What's that?
we need this one as well? Because I think
Yeah.
it looks sharp there too. I think just touch up paint on this one. Yeah. Oh, on this one, because we saw this before.
Right.
Do you think this is still fine, or it's a bit?
See, let me-
Yeah, because I know that's the shower head.
let me put my binoculars on, see what we're talking
Yeah,
about.
because we saw that before. That was like open, you know, and we even said it in email.
I'll get them to float it.
Yeah, because I know that's for the shower head, and we saw that there's a lot of like nails popping out from there. So just to. Yeah, and I think even that one is just a paint touch up or something.
That one's already, yeah, they scraped it, they just need to get painted.
They painted it, yeah.
I was gonna check, I think they took care of the outlet down there, but I need to get them to touch up a little bit
Yeah.
around it over here.
Yeah, I think the outlet. Yeah, I think we're good here.
You wanna check the elevator?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. We'll put our sushi here.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Just stop.
So if you haven't put fingerprints like right here, you know, just take a damp rag and it'll come clean and stuff. You know?
Okay.
So you know, you don't have to you know, touch it up. Like you touch butter. They have the spirit.
Yeah.
So that's what you want to just do, you know, because this is washable paint.
The doors as well, like for the
Yeah,
wet
all
areas.
all the woodwork is washable, like on the shelves. All that is, you know, you can just take a damp rag. Right here in the bathroom as well. Okay.
This is
But the
washable.
only thing that you want to is right here on the flat. This is where
You don't.
where
Yeah.
You can try cleaning it, but like I say, just dab it. Because otherwise, if you
It'll make it worse.
yeah, there you go. It'll make it worse. Yeah. Okay, so let's go to the garage and then we'll walk the outside.
Can we check out?
Oh yes,
the,
so we'll open up the handbag.
I think this one has something, but I think it just needs a touch up or something. Yeah. Because it might have a splinter or what. I think this one needs just,
Yeah, it needs to get filled in.
yeah, filled in.
Okay, you want to come this way?
Okay. I'll
There you
sit.
come over here.
So you just have to push it all the way down.
Yeah, you have to push it down and then
We weren't sure how to.
it comes like this, okay? So when you go up there, let me go up there and then I'll show you what's up there and then I'll let you go over there. So when you get up here, up to the right, you'll have your the light switch.
Uh-huh.
Okay, we'll turn off when we get back down. And then you'll see all the insulation. And then you also have an outlet over here if you wanna,
Okay.
you know, if you wanna put a cord up there. So I'll let you come up here and check it out.
You want to go first?
Well, if you wanna, you know,
I can go first.
I mean, I would avoid walking over there unless if you have to, because what's gonna happen is when you walk up there, you're gonna compress the insulation and so your R value is gonna diminish because it's
Yeah.
gonna be compressed.
Okay.
Yeah.
So only go over there
Only
if
it's
needed,
absolutely
only if you have to, yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise, leave everything intact. One thing that you want to do is like say when it's raining real heavy, you know, you can open this up and go up there and then just take a flashlight
And then check.
and shine it to every penetration that's coming from the roof. Like say for example that vent pipe is there. See up there? Okay, so what you do there is sometimes what happens is it might be a small leak, okay, and it's hugging the pipe, you know, but it never gets to the house because it goes onto the insulation, and being that it's hot up there, it'll absorb the moisture right away. So when it's raining real heavy, just go up to like where your wife is at, and you can turn the light off, or you can leave it on stuff, you know, but shine the flashlight to each penetration.
Yeah.
That way you can see if there's any water, you know, that might be coming through those vent pipes.
Yeah, during it rather than like after.
Yeah, during. That's
Yeah.
the best time. Yeah.
Is it normal, like, to see a bit of light?
Right.
Yeah, because you have that's a hose from the soffit.
Oh, okay.
Remember there's the soffit has those holes.
Yeah.
What I would do is come back the same way you came back, because you
Yeah.
scared me. You scared me.
Yeah,
No, I
wow.
think I'm okay with this one.
Yeah, but yeah, so when you come back down, always come back down. Just come back down like the same
Yeah,
way.
the same way you came.
Because if you do
Yeah,
this, you know, you
Yeah, don't.
might
Yeah,
tip.
don't turn
Yeah.
around.
I'll tip around and. Oh yeah, I didn't.
And this way also, you know, when you come down, you're holding on to the, you know,
Yeah.
front stuff, you know. And this goes the same way.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you don't want this dangling at the bottom, what you do,
Oh, that, yeah. Oh, you just
you
tie it
kinda
up,
just-
basically.
what you do is you just push it up like this, and you kind
Oh.
of lift it up here, and that way the only thing that'll be dangling is gonna be this part. You know,
Okay.
having that hitting it every time that you come
Yeah,
back.
true.
I'll it's pretty tight on here, so I'll undo it, and that way, well, when I close it, I'll do this right here, and then I'll close it up like that.
Oh, yeah.
That way, the only thing that would be
Just a little
showing
bit,
is
yeah.
this one at the bottom. And I'll also put a little bit of a lubricant, because you know
It's a bit.
Yeah, to make it.
it's a little bit tight, you know.
Yeah.
Okay, are you ready to go outside?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, let me turn those lights off and then.
Let's turn the lights on.
We'll actually go to the garage first.
Okay. Is this okay? Like the pop up?
Yeah, that's from the nails that
Uh-huh.
are there. But I can see if they can go ahead and maybe
Like,
sand them a little bit. Stuff,
yeah.
You know? You'll see them also on the 1x8 up at the top.
Okay.
Okay, well, let me get my boots on.
And this one too, Juan, I think they need to sand this because it's a bit rough. If
Yeah.
we might get
Yep.
splinters or what. If somebody holds on that. Because it's no.
So I'm gonna remove the material that's there.
Oh, this stuff.
Yeah, and then I'll get them to put this extra tile on top of the brick. That way, when we, you know, when
Can we keep this if it's okay?
Oh, you want to keep?
Yeah, for our garden. This can be used. Yeah?
Put it out there. And
Outside?
When it rains, that thing's gonna swell up.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's
That's just
Or
gonna-
something.
That's not meant to be
No,
outside.
it's not outside wood. Anyway, so I'll put this tile up there, and that, because when we meet again, I'll have the cleaner power wash the garage, so all these things will
Okay.
will be cleaned off, okay? All right, so here we'll get the guy to go ahead and float this, repair it. The way it was before, that's where we put that insulation under it. The electrician's gonna be back. The reason he had these screws off is because he had to replace the right breakers on here.
Okay.
So he's still kind of working on this, so we'll have those screws back on. So these are all your 110 breakers, and they're all labeled. So when you get
Yeah.
around to installing your ceiling fans, let me look for one of the bedrooms. So right here it says, well, let's just say the game room, which is the loft, okay? When you get around to installing that right there, what you do is you go turn that light on, come over here at breaker number 5, and you turn it off, just to make sure that it's the right breaker, okay? If the light goes off, then you're good. Go ahead and install the fan. Once you're done, you come back over here and you turn it back on, okay? In the kitchen, right here where it says kitchen GFI, on the right side, kitchen GFI on the left side, and then the breakfast split. So if those aren't working, you come over here and that light will be on. So
Okay.
what you do is you turn it off and then you kick it back on. Okay? So those are all your 110 breakers, and the 220 are gonna be on the outside. All right, so you should get your transmitters when you close, your remotes when you close I'm gonna show you something here, I'm gonna close it. When you close over there, you want me to have the electrician reverse these? Right now, this slide is on the second switch, and this is for the post lights. You want me to have them flip it to where this slide will this switch will control this one?
I think so, yeah.
Makes sense. So I'll get them to do that. Okay, so the reason I got this over here is, notice right here, it's got like an unlock and a lock.
Yeah.
You see it? You want me to light it up?
Yeah,
with my phone?
I can see
You
it.
see it? Okay. See right there, it's got the little,
Yep.
lock.
Lock.
Off and unlock the lock. So, if you put it on the lock position, then this won't open.
Okay.
Okay, so you go ahead and, so what I'm getting at is, let's just say when you come in here, it's gonna be pitch dark. Turn the light off. Okay, it's gonna be dark, right? So if you kind of just come out here and then just try to reach for this thing right here, and you happen to, do this without knowing, and you're like, what's going on with my opener? It's not working.
Yeah.
I always check, make sure
Because
that this
it's
is
locked.
not on the lock position, okay?
Is there a reason, what's like the reason behind?
Let's just say, behind this, that's just, when you go on vacation, what have you, you put it
Yeah.
on like this, so that,
It just
Double.
completely shuts it off, I guess.
exactly, yeah. Okay, so there's a GFCI. Let me see
Oh, so
what-
when it's locked as well, the transmitter will not be working as well.
Correct, the remote, yeah.
So that is the way though to lock the garage door then, or no?
Yeah, you can also do a safer way. Well, yeah, you can do that, or when you close it, you can always, what I do, you can always put like a padlock, like right here,
Oh, okay.
on the inside, and that way, if they try to open it, that the roller won't roll. But the problem with that though is if you forget that you put that on there
And
you
break it.
well, it's not gonna break it, it's gonna burn your motor.
Oh.
Up here, because it's gonna be doing this.
Yeah,
and
true.
So it's gonna burn it up. It won't break the lock. That's done. That'll burn out first, then break it. So this right here is your GFCI. Okay, it stands for ground cluster, like I told you in the kitchen. Remember I told you have in the wet areas, kitchen, bathrooms, and the
Yeah.
garage. So this outlet right here will control the patio outlet and the front porch outlet, as well as all the outlets in here. So if you notice the light on the opener, I'm gonna trip it. So it have it turned off.
Okay.
Okay, so you go reset it
And
and it's
turn it on.
Okay, so if you pull up one day from work and
And then it
your
doesn't.
remote's not working, you might just come down here and make sure that this is not the light.
That's
the
not
light's-
yellow, yeah.
Okay, this is where you're gonna have your pre-pump for the water softener. This is gonna be the dispenser for the hot water. So this right here, I wouldn't mess with that because it's gonna leave the light. This right here is for an emergency. Let's just say, or like if they're gonna work on here, they can just remove this. But the breaker's just on the outside. So I'll show you where that's at. So we recommend you drain your water heater twice a year if you don't have a water softener. Once every 2 years if you have, once you get your water softener installed.
Okay.
Okay, so here's what you do. You go outside, we'll go outside there and I'll show you where the breaker's at. You go outside and you turn the breaker off, okay, where's this water heater? You come over here and you turn the handle off for the water heater, the red one.
Okay, yeah,
Okay?
there.
You turn it off, you connect your water hose to right here, okay? Take it out to the grass. Never put it on your driveway because if it's got rust in here, then it's gonna stain your driveway, okay? So open it up with a screwdriver. Once it's completely drained, you close it back up. You turn the water back on. Once it's completely full of water, then you go ahead and turn the breaker back on. If
Okay.
you turn the breaker on and there's no water in this water heater, you're gonna burn the element which the company won't cover. There's two elements. There's one right here and one right here. That's what heats
Okay.
up the water. Okay? So again, we warranted this for 2 years. another 4 years with the manufacturer after you're done with our warranty, okay? And there's, paperwork right here. So you just contact Reem. I'm sure there's a 1-800 number on here that you can call them, okay?
Yeah.
Now, they're only gonna warranty the actual water heater, none of the attachments, like that's called an expansion tank. This is the valve, and then you have another relief valve up on top that goes right here. So those are attachments, that's only for the first 2 years
For the first 2 years.
for the builder year.
Okay.
All right. So on the outside goes, you'll have a couple of drains. I'll show you where they're at. It's going to be for the pan, and it's going to be for the relief valve.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions in the garage?
This one,
Okay.
the sprinklers.
This right here. Okay. So this right here, they have it set at to run. So these are the run times. So each station, that's for 14 minutes and stuff. And then the watering days, they have them like for every day and stuff, How long we've had her? We've had her for a couple of weeks, right? Or for a
Yeah,
week.
true.
So I'm gonna turn it down to where, we'll just maybe water like maybe Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Yeah.
So we'll leave that one under.
And it's Wi-Fi ready too.
We'll take it off on Tuesday, take it off on Thursday, take it off on Saturday and Sunday. Now, then we're gonna go, let me see what they have on program B. They have the same thing on that one, we'll just take all of them off. Program C, the same thing. Okay, so it's only gonna water Monday, Wednesday, and Friday.
Okay.
And then, so it starts at, they have it set to start at 12 o'clock in the morning.
12 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, 12 a.m. Okay. It's always best to water in the morning than in the middle of the day, because when the sun's out there, it's
true.
it's gonna burn your grass, because it's hot and the water's getting under, and you're gonna be wasting water because whatever gets absorbed with the heat. So the best time to do is water in the
morning.
in the morning. Yeah. I have mine set at 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Any other questions on this? And then, of course, you have the manual right here. 1 year on this, okay?
Yeah.
I know this got to do with the water, but that's not, the plumber doesn't install this. So the plumber's warranty is 2 years, but on this right here, this is the irrigation company, that the only warranty is 1 year.
Okay.
Okay, so let's just say that it's watering, that it's watering onto the street, or it's watering onto the driveway, or hitting your house or hitting your fence. That's something that you just give me a call up to 1 year, and we'll come
Okay.
and get it addressed.
Okay.
Yeah, we would also like to know where the sprinkler heads are, so then
Yeah.
we know
Well,
where we obviously we can see these ones. These ones I think are more noticeable, but the ones in the back, a lot of them we can't really see.
Yeah, let me get them to
If they can provide where they put them at.
yeah, I'll see if I can get you like a layout.
Yeah, a layout,
Where they go.
yeah.
Okay. I'll get them
And
to
then-
repair
yeah.
that loose tape on there. I'm going to have an electrician go to your neighbor's house. So let me show you the text that you just sent me.
Okay. Just now.
Just now, yeah. Let me show you.
The.
No, but go ahead and read it. Remember something about people trying to sell you stuff?
Oh, okay, yeah, true. There's a lot of solicitors.
Yeah,
there.
so, okay. Anything else in here in the garage?
I think this is fine.
Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, if you want to step out, I'm gonna go ahead and close the door so we can check the garage door.
Okay, yeah.
No, go ahead and go outside.
Huh?
Go outside. I'm
Okay.
gonna close it. And I'm gonna go outside. Okay, so let's go ahead and start on that side and we'll work ourselves over.
Yeah. I think do you need, do they need to remove this or?
Yes. The screw that's under,
Yep.
and then we'll get this filled in as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go over here on this side. We'll work ourselves the other way. So on this side, I don't have anything to talk about. We got your hose bib over here, right? Installed.
Yeah.
Okay, We got the light that was hanging down secured
Mm-hmm.
up here, okay? And then that's a drain line for the AC that
Yeah.
that y'all guys are aware of. So if you ever see water drip from there, that means that the primary one is stopped up, okay?
Okay.
Right behind you, this is the clean out, okay? So this is the this is where the water, everything that, you know, when you take showers, when you use the toilets, when you use the dishwasher, the washing machine, anything that has a drain water will go through there and tie it to the street.
Okay.
So if you ever do like a little something here where you'll use some of that brick and, you know, and put like a little you know, raise it to have like, you know, looking nice and stuff, make sure that you always have that, not visible, but make sure that you know where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you ever add more dirt on here, you know, go ahead and get it raised up.
Yeah.
Or put some decoration on top of it to where you know
So
where it's
that-
at. Because if you ever have a stoppage, that's where we need the plumber needs to go to run the snake through there.
Okay.
Or if he needs to do a camera or something like that.
Okay.
Okay. Anything here in the front porch that you need to?
Yeah, I think only the ceiling, but I think that's okay. Is that okay?
No.
Like
I'll
those
get the paint. No, I'll get the paint. I'm not gonna put tape on there because the tape won't stick on the brick. So I'll make note of it, and then I'll get the painter to go ahead and
Yeah,
fill
make it
those in.
soft.
Fill
Yeah.
those in and then fill them in.
Yeah.
I wanted to actually ask about this right here.
Yeah.
It looks like it was starting to like
Yeah.
crack.
Yeah. So that just kind of just keep that just you know, in other words, you know, keep it to where you know, an iron and stuff. If that opens up to a quarter inch, then we'll do something about it. Yeah.
Quarter of an inch. Okay.
Now, what I can do here, if you want to, I personally, I would leave it alone. You know,
Uh-huh.
because
Leave it alone.
you would just kind of like leave it up. Because what I can do, but just for cosmetic, I can get the patio, the front porch increated, Ardex. But you know, but it's like a surface that we put on there, a little thin surface. But I would leave that alone.
So you just leave it alone? Okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't. That wouldn't bother me.
Okay.
You know, so that way you can keep an eye if it does
If it
does
gets
start
bigger,
opening.
yeah.
Bigger, yeah.
Yeah, and you said about the bricks, right? That has
Yeah,
like
those
that.
are what we call the weak.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are the weak points. So you have them there. You have them above the windows and above the door.
Yeah, like right
Oh,
here.
yeah,
that
true.
one.
Yeah. Okay, so here we take care of the sliders.
Oh yeah, true. One. I think because of the.
Oh, you know what? Let me before we come around here, let me show you.
I think that one is.
That one is like hanging off.
Okay, yeah. I'll write it down so we can sure. It's missing a little faster. Let me show you over here where your shut-off valves are at. In case if you happen to have a leak inside the house where you can't shut it off, then you have to turn on the water off over here. So if you have a leak inside this water meter, from that elbow, from
If the
here,
leak is in here.
Oh,
from
yeah.
here to here, then you have to contact SAWS, Sanitary Water System.
Okay.
Okay, if the leak is anywhere from that little elbow and anywhere to your house, then you call me because you're covered for 2 years on that.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you have a leak, sir, you can take a key and you can turn it off right there. Okay. Right here. Okay, that's where you turn it off. Or you can also turn it off right here where that handle's at. There's a handle right there. See that handle, the red handle up against here?
Yeah.
So you
wow,
just take it
it's
and
so
you
long.
just turn it off there. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So it's probably easier over here. Now I get the plumber to cut these to where they're
Yeah.
like flush, with the
Yeah.
grass.
Yeah.
So this right here, so you shut off the valve there, and then over here is a PRV valve. PRV valve stands for pressure reducing valve. So it reduces or increases the pressure, water pressure into your house.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the plumber messes with that one, you know, and then if you need to shut the water off, you can shut it off there, or you can just take the key and shut it off over here. Okay.
Yeah.
As soon as this gets removed right here, then I'll get the electrician to remove the pole, so you
Yeah.
won't have this pole.
True. Will they like level it up or something?
You went up?
They will level everything up.
No, because
those
your
area?
drainage goes straight to back. If anything, maybe once maybe once once we remove it, I need to find out where the sprinklers heads are, because if you go to level it, then we may damage the sprinkler.
Yeah.
So let's remove that, and then we'll see we'll visit that when we get that removed, and we'll see what we
Okay.
can do. Okay. So I'm gonna show you over here your breakers.
There's a dog. Yeah.
So these are all your 220 breakers. So come over here. So this is the furnace. This is the AC. This is the water heater. This is the one that you would turn off when you're gonna do the maintenance on the water heater.
Okay.
And don't turn it back on until it's full of water.
Okay.
Okay. This would be the inside panel. If you turn this one off, it'll turn off all the breakers that I showed you in the garage.
Mhm.
Okay. This would be the range. This would be the dryer. Okay. So all your 220 breakers are on the outside.
Okay.
Okay.
220.
Now, as far as on the utility, don't get in a hurry in transferring your electricity and your water under your name until we give you 3 working days. So let's just say you close on a Friday, the weekends don't count. So
Okay.
the 3 days will start on a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So by Thursday, then we'd like for you to have it under your name. So you can do that as soon as you can. And then all these wires right here, whenever you get service, like they got service right there. So see how they put the interface box on there?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
So that's what they'll do over here, depending on who your provider is going to be, who you use to give you internet service. Okay?
Okay.
And this right here, this got like a little string. So this one goes over to the OnQ panel, like in case that you want to get like fiber wire.
Uh-huh.
They'll go ahead and put it on here, and then they'll go ahead and feed it up and onto the OnQ panel.
Okay.
This one is stubbed up at the OnQ panel. All right. Let me step back and I'll show you the penetrations we got on here. So over here, this one right here is the exhaust.
Mm-hmm.
That one right there is the tag system. Those are the tubings that I showed you back when we had the
green one.
the framework. These are the drain lines that I showed you. This is going to be the one for the pans at the water heater, and this is the relief valve. The other valve, this is where they come out at. Okay. Before you close on the home, I'm probably going to get them to kind of like do the first mow on your grass,
Yeah.
so it'll look a lot nicer once it's
Yeah.
once we get that mowed. All right, so if you want to come back in here, I'll show you some things. Okay, so if you want to lock your gate without a lock, does that make sense? You just push this over like this and it's locked.
Okay.
Okay? It's always best if you want to be more secure to put a little padlock through here, or you can do it on the outside. Okay? To open it, you put these two in the same, and you just push out like that. Okay? As if you just do this, you'll lock it that way. So you can put a lock here, or a lock here,
Yeah.
or a lock over here. All right. Now this is something that we warranty for 1 year. So
Okay.
so 5 months on the road, if this is getting stuck to where you're having to push it real heavy because it's rubbing on here, you just give us a call. We'll send the vendor out to go ahead and get it corrected. Okay. That over there, sir, is going to be the rain sensor for your sprinkler.
Okay.
So if you go over there and you put your finger up, it's got like a little cup up there on top.
Mm-hmm.
So if your rain sensor is on the active position, feel it right there. So if that little area gets filled up with water, like if it's on the if it rains, let's just say it rains at midnight, and actually let's just say 10 o'clock, when your sprinklers go off at midnight.
Yeah.
So let's just raise at 10 o'clock at night, or 6 o'clock at night, and the water fills up in that little cup there. If you have your sensor on the active position, right now they have it on the bypass because they want this. This is new vegetation. They want it to get water. So if you have it on the active, what it'll do is if there's water in that little area there,
Mm-hmm.
your sprinkler's not gonna come on.
Because it senses that there's
That
rain.
it's rain.
Yeah, that
So
it's
it's not
raining.
gonna come out. So you're not gonna waste water. So I'm not too sure if you've ever driven by like businesses like Walmart or Target or whatever, and it's raining and the sprinklers are still going on.
Yeah.
It's because they don't have
They don't have
Ah.
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. One, what is the fence made of?
spruce material.
Spruce. Or
Spruce material. Yeah. Because we want to put like something to.
Yeah, something on it to protect it.
I would
We're
definitely
gonna do
recommend
that. One of the first things we'll probably do.
Yeah.
Yeah, because before it starts to get wet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I mean, you can, you know, if you're gonna put like just like a clear sealer on there, then you don't have to probably get with the HOA. But if you're gonna do like any type of a color that you're gonna add on
Even
there,
if it's like a brown or something like.
yeah, you would probably have to get you would probably just have to just ask the HOA just to be on the safe side. You know?
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, if you're gonna do it back here, no. But I mean, obviously, if you're gonna do it here, you're gonna do it in the
Yeah,
front
we're
as
gonna do
well.
it all
You're gonna
the
do it
whole
all
thing,
yeah.
yeah. Okay. So over here, you have the disconnect for the AC right here. Okay. This is fine, but this right here, we'll put a silicone on it. So this one right here is the disconnect for the AC. We put it over here because they can't be behind the unit.
Okay.
So that's why they kind of just did this, and that's why you kind of have two. But this one right here has it. This one shouldn't have it. So you just got the wires in there.
Okay.
Okay. So that is of course.
And this piping is okay, right? It's
yeah,
just the cover.
that doesn't get that doesn't get insulated.
Okay.
That's the refrigerant line for the. If you kind of feel that, like when it's running, it'll feel warm.
Okay.
And then the Freon is gonna go through the other PVC pipe.
Mm-hmm.
So,
And is this locked or something, or to?
okay, what these are for is these are drain hose.
Okay.
So there's a hole on the drain, so water gets back in here. It'll drain
Okay.
out through these holes. Right
Okay.
Here. Okay, so we talked about the tree already. We talked about these valve covers. Okay, so those will be fine.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get the painter to go ahead and fill these in right here. That needs to get filled in. And this one right here. On the floodlights, the same thing. Once you're in the home, you know, if you're coming over here and it's not
turning on, yeah.
something like that, you know, because you're gonna see like it won't come on until it starts and stuff, you know. Then just give me a call because they have like a little sensor that they can adjust, you know. So you'll just have to kind of live in the home for a while and see what what needs to get tweaked.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, do you have anything else?
So you marked that one too.
Sure can, sir.
I think like just the columns. Because this is like it's sharp.
Oh,
We
yeah.
might get splinters here. I think
what,
just
ma'am?
the columns one because it's a bit sharp.
These, we can probably get them to scrape this off. Not
Scrape
sand
it
it, but
off.
just scrape it, yeah.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of excess, but this material right here is a rough material. Like if you feel it, if you feel the windows, it's the same
Yeah.
thing. So it's just the material. But this right here, yeah, this.
Because
this
you
we
can
just-
get
We
splinters.
can
Yeah.
just scrape this right here.
Yeah.
But as far as this right here, that's just the way that the wood is.
But yeah.
And what about
it's-
like these
Because this
markings?
one.
The same thing. Those are not holes. I mean, we can get them to fill them in.
Should
So
it be
they-
filled in or?
It doesn't hurt if we fill them in, you know.
Okay.
I know. All right, guys, you ready to go back inside and we'll review whatever items we had?
Yeah.
I think there's just a few spots over here.
Will that need to get filled in?
Yeah, like right here. Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, as long as the bottom doesn't fill in with water, because that's where the.
Where at now?
I know. I was just saying that mostly the bottom should be like really sealed, because
Oh, yeah.
so that
Yeah,
we
so,
don't.
so you'll be able to get us like a layout for the sprinklers. Yeah.
I'll ask him, I'll email it to him and I'll just forward it to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, guys, well, let's go back inside. We'll review the items. Go ahead, I left it open so we can go inside.